Daryl recently went through the Zero Pain Now program. Someday something happened. What happened?
I had an accident the day before school was supposed to start and fell, and I wasn't feeling good, but it was the first day of school the next day, and you can't not go to school the first day of school just because you're not feeling good. And I thought, well, it was just something I could shake off. And after a day or so, I realized this was something I could not shake off and that there was something definitely wrong. I was in serious pain and that I wanted to have some kind of relief. Most of the doctors were so overworked and harried that I got the very least amount of attention that I felt like I was worth. And then it wasn't until I actually had your phone calls, Adam, that I realized, okay, well, maybe this is actually someone that I could talk to and maybe they will listen. That was probably the biggest thing. I didn't feel like there was anyone that ever really listened. Honestly, I was tired of hurting. And it's like, I will try anything that makes sense. And when you said you had a really high success rate, and my wife and I are thinking, are they saying this is all in my head? And then I thought, no. I think the first 4 or 5 days, I started noticing differences. I could do something, and then I would realize, wait a second, it's not making me hurt. I don't feel as bad. It was one of those, it's like a discovery, like, well, what happened? Where did it go? Because there was no drugs, there's no surgeries.
What was so all these doctors, all these things, what was your diagnosis?
Neck injury, back, shoulders injury. Most of it was in the back. And it just felt like there was like a 300-pound gorilla that was on my shoulder, on my neck, that I just couldn't get off.
How do you sum that up? Like, what was that experience like for you?
Well, it's terrible because it's not like I have a bone that's sticking out of my body so you can't see that there's pain, but there was definitely pain. It kept me from functioning. There were things I couldn't participate in. The last year, I'd been injured that 1 year. Every week, I would function until about the last day of the week, and it was my body. I wasn't getting any sleep. I was hurting so bad that I was almost taking off 1 day a week because I wasn't able to function. It was just a really frustrating time, the last 9 years, 10 years.
All the practitioners and doctors that you visited, Daryl, were they all looking at your body only? Was there none of them that looked at other issues that were going on in your life?
No, not really.
So we fast forward and you do Zero Pain Now and you go through a 28-day program. There was a transformation. The pain went away. You had a couple of twinges. That was it, undercoming. But the bottom line is the pain went away and you have your life back.
The way the program is set up, it was, there was no doctors. It was like, well, maybe I should call you and Esther doctors, I guess. You are my doctors. This worked for me. I hate to think about what all the things I could have been doing in those last years. It's one of those, well, I wish I would have had that option back then.
By the way, you were right. There were no doctors. And the reason we're not doctors is because the cause of, again, as you know now, over 90% of subacute and chronic pain has nothing to do with structure. So it's not a medical issue, which is why, frankly, great people doing the best they can have such horrible results with pain management. Anything else you want to say?
I am so blessed that you came into my life and that I was offered this chance to renew mine. And I've had my youngest grandchildren had never even seen me before without pain. And so being able to play with them and do things with them are some new cherished moments that I have. Thank you so much.